We're here.
If you want to know, turn to the PriMalLow Wrestling Show with Tom Malloy, Robert Price, and your host, Rich Lopez.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of the PriMalLow Wrestling Show. Before we even get started, I just want to apologize for the previous couple of weeks. Due to scheduling issues, we haven't been doing the show. But as a host, I promise that we will not do that ever again. We will continue every week. Yes, I guarantee that, so don't look at me like that with those crazy eyes. I'm your host, Rich Lopez, here with my two colleagues, Tom Malloy and Robert Price.
Hello, hello.
Hey there.
All right, coming up on the show, Elimination Chamber recap. Pretty good main event. The most important thing was Kevin Owens going over Cena, so we're going to talk about that as well as our Raw recap that just took place a couple days ago. And then our weekly topic discussion this week is pretty much about booking. Two main superstars that everybody knows about, Bray Wyatt and Kevin Owens.
Also, we're going to have game time where you'll find myself, Robert, 7, versus Malloy, 1. What is this week's subject, Rich?
We have WWE managers this week.
We also are bringing back one of our segments, Buy or Sell segment. We're going to have a list of WWE Tag Team comparisons.
And then we're going to finish the show with the self-high five. 5 superstars that are credible enough to defeat John Cena cleanly.
Yeah, I figured we'd just do that because that never happened, and that just happened at Elimination Chamber, which we'll talk about in our next segment. Okay, so a couple of days ago, Elimination Chamber took place, which was live on the WWE Network, which you could have just watched for
$9.99.
Thank you, Tom. We haven't done that in a while. But anyway, that took place, and I guess I'll start off with you since you just gave us. What were your overall thoughts on the pay-per-view?
Overall, I thought it was a good pay-per-view. Maybe I give it like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
The chamber matches itself kind of sucked, but I really liked the Owens versus Cena match and the Ambrose versus Raw match.
I figured that they're the two that were going to keep the audiences interested. How did you like the chamber match? Like, do you want to go into
the IC title, I'm happy overall who was the winner. I would give that match a 5 out of 10.
That was awful.
It was an awful match. Like, I'm happy Ryback finally is getting a chance. You know, me and him are pretty close. You know, Molly back and Ryback. But that was cool. But the better one of the two was definitely the tag team one. I like seeing the primetime players getting a little bit of a push there. I thought they were finally going to get the tag titles.
Yeah, I thought everybody got a push in that. Price, do you want to elaborate on the chamber matches?
I thought the Elimination Chamber was a better pay-per-view than the pay-per-view they had 2 weeks ago. I'm sitting here, I can't even remember what the pay-per-view was or what even happened on the pay-per-view.
It's Payback.
Terrible. Payback sucked.
Yes,
and that's what, like I said before, you know, at the end of the show, that's what the fans were asking for. They were asking for payback.
Exactly.
But Elimination Chamber wasn't bad for a network special. I thought the Intercontinental title chamber match, it was very shocking how that...
Really?
Yeah, because you didn't expect Ryback, unless Rusev was supposed to get the title. I thought the tag team title match was totally horrible.
What?
I thought it was horrible.
Are you serious?
Horrible.
What do you think about the Ascension getting the little push in there?
Why? So that they could destroy 2 teams and then get destroyed within a minute and a half?
Okay, to go with that, though, is to look at the draw. Because primetime players came out and immediately eliminated them. So you have to make it realistic.
Is a better tag team.
Okay.
And they will rise, once again, just like our show is.
Okay. Anyway. I agree with Tom because we talked about it right after the pay-per-view. IC match. It was very, very physical between Ryback and Sheamus. Other than that, it was very, very boring. I was wishing there was a Bray Wyatt, maybe came out after since he was feuding with Ryback. The tag team title match was awesome with the aerial moves and the spots that everybody took. I liked how the Ascension got their little push in there, and even the primetime players got a push. And I knew the New Day was going to win, and I actually liked that the 3 were in there. I know it seemed unfair, but they're so over with heat that it was just made for perfect sense.
Personally, I think they're better than the Freebirds.
Don't go that far. Don't ever go that far. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Yes, thank you. Okay, so Price, what did you think about the Owens-Cena match that everybody's been talking about?
It was an awesome moment that, put him on the map for people that didn't know who Kevin Owens / Kevin Steen was. The people that knew about his struggle, it was an awesome moment. But that was up until they announced the rematch on the pay-per-view.
You know why?
Because Cena's pissed.
Yeah. So, what did you think about it?
I thought it was an overall good match. I thought Kevin Owens really showed that he is just as good as John Cena.
No, he's better than John Cena.
Yeah.
The moves that he did in that
They're
match were
definitely better.
ridiculous.
Yeah, Cena has the 5 moves of doom, and then Owens had at least 10 or 12 different moves in there, if not
That
more.
couldn't believe. I was talking to
That moonsault was incredible.
Yeah, I was talking to you and my girlfriend that like the moves if he had to win, because if he did those moves on anybody else, they would win. Do you know what I mean? Right. So if he would do all those moves to Cena and lose, what's the point of even having him on the roster?
His promo was great on Raw too.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Which he did all those moves when he was in the indie circuit.
No, I know
and
that.
The fact that Cena would allow him to do those moves in that match is also pretty cool.
Yeah, because Cena definitely has some say.
But I mean, he should. He hasn't taken a bump like that. 10 years. So
I would like to say this is the John Cena apology tour with the matches that he's been having, and how he's been trying to like include more moves than what he normally does, and have these longer wrestling matches where he lets his opponents shine but still wins.
You think that's not an apology tour? He already killed so much talent. He killed Barrett. He killed Wyatt. He killed Rusev.
Well, hopefully,
he's killed. I mean, having matches and still going over is not pushing talent.
Well, let's just have the entire NXT roster.
He cut Sami Zayn.
That's what I would love to do. Yeah, no, Sami Zayn cut himself off.
Yeah.
But all right. Anyway, I don't want to stand too much on this match. World Heavyweight Championship. What do you guys think?
I thought it was a good match. I definitely like seeing the Shield feuding with each other. I like that. I think it's a cool concept.
Right, yeah.
I would like to see Ambrose as champion, at least for a little bit. Not a long title reign, but probably have Reigns turn on him, and Reigns finally gets his title.
I've been saying that, and I think it's gonna happen sooner than later. They just make it so obvious about their friendship. It has to happen. Go ahead, Price.
I think it was an interesting ending, but I mean the stolen title belt storyline was already done like 2 months prior.
Well, he's the one who started it with the IC title. I don't know if you guys remember that. But here's the thing with that, though. What?
Still, I mean, we've seen that.
It's been done, but he's the only one that can make it work, though.
Like you said, with Roman Reigns, eventually he's going to turn on him. I mean, hopefully Ambrose can get the title. He's well-deserving. But also, Rollins winning the title and then 3 months later losing it.
No, he's going to hold it at least till SummerSlam, because I know he's going to face Lesnar. See, I thought that if Ambrose was going to win, it would have been at Elimination Chamber, because he would have lost it in 2 weeks at Money in the Bank to Rollins. I thought he'd be like that... what do they call it? Remember Edge? He called himself that?
Ultimate opportunist?
No, not that. I know what he called himself. Like, when you lose it in, like, a day. You know what I mean? Remember he lost it in 2006 when he cashed in, and then 3 weeks later he lost that Rumble to Cena.
Yeah.
He called himself a champ. I don't know why it's on tip of my tongue. I can't remember. But anyway, that's what I thought Ambrose was going to be. I thought he was going to win at Chamber and then lose in 2 weeks. He didn't. I still like the way the match finished because it wasn't really an authority interference, which we've seen so many times. It was done well. They'll probably have another classic match in a different,
venue.
Yeah, different venue and a different stipulation, which is a ladder match. So it'll be interesting to see. Just to touch on Raw yesterday, a couple days ago. Sorry. What do you guys think about? Did it keep your interest for Money in the Bank? Like, did the whole show, as a whole?
No, I thought Raw sucked.
Really?
I thought Raw was good.
So. I thought Raw wasn't bad. The summer is always a good time for wrestling because SummerSlam and Money in the Bank, they're two good pay-per-views. I didn't think it was that bad.
Glad both of you disagree with everything I'm saying so far. Awesome.
I thought it was good because I think it's definitely showing that Roman Reigns is going to win. But
obvious.
Yeah, but I think it's showing the crowd that Reigns is a very good wrestler. I mean, he put on 3 good matches, I think, last night.
Yeah, and we're going to go into Bray Wyatt next with our weekly topic discussion. However, I will say that was terrible. I don't know why they would put him in a match and have him lose clean.
Why not?
Well, just going further detail, let's go on with our weekly topic discussion. Okay, so Bray Wyatt, like I just mentioned, hasn't been booked. I don't think he's been booked well, personally. Almost like last year where he lost to Cena and got buried by him. Pretty much identical a year ago, right after Payback. So I have here as a question. He's been off TV, quite a bit. He's only pretty much doing promos. And he currently has no feud. And the previous feud with Ryback was a bust. Do you think his gimmick's hurting because of this? What do you think Wyatt or creative needs to do in order to regain the momentum that he once had in WWE? I'll start off with you more.
I don't think it's hurting him at all. I think overall, since he has that new Face of Fear gimmick, I think whoever he fights is going to be a good one. I mean, even when we went to SmackDown last week, we saw that there's going to be something between him and Roman Reigns. Like, so I'm thinking if Roman Reigns and Wyatt don't win the Money in the Bank, they're going to go on to have a feud. Orton gets it, cashes in.
Yeah.
Orton versus Brock Lesnar. We've been waiting to see that match for years, but I won't touch on that too much. But I think Wyatt overall, I think he needs to have a good feud. I think with Roman Reigns to legitimize himself, because I think to me, comparing it to Attitude Wrestlers would be Undertaker versus Rock. We've seen The Rock beat The Undertaker a million times. We've seen The Undertaker beat The Rock a million times. Or else even bring in someone new, like him versus Balor, or even have him go back with the Wyatt family, feud with the Wyatt family.
Okay.
So I think I don't
What do you think
he's
about a
hurting.
face turn? I was trying to go off my head right now. What do you think about a face turn now? You think he's just?
I think he's not. To me, he's not a heel or a face. He's just a creature of the night.
He's neutral.
He's
Just
neutral.
He's
everything
neutral,
else.
but look who he faces, though. That's what I mean. I don't mean how he acts towards the crowd. I mean who he faces. He faces only faces.
Right. He just appears and just.
So why not him face bad guys like a Rollins, who we'd probably tear the house down with, or he could face Orton, but that's just not gonna happen. Or a Sheamus. Like, why wouldn't he face a bad guy? He's only facing good guys, and we already know. Everybody's saying that the roster's so face heavy, good guy heavy. I beg to differ.
It's a lot of bad guys.
I think it's so many bad guys.
There's 5 bad guys just in the Authority.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Ziggler's the only one that could probably do it. I mean, and good matches, too. I mean, oh, that's just the way I look at it. Price, how about you?
I think, as for a face or for the
No,
question,
this is a question in general.
I think, no, it's not hurting him. I mean, like, he could come back and fight Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Ambrose, Neville, Owens, and he'd be right back on the map.
Yeah, but all right, I mean, obviously we know Neville's a great wrestler. Would you really take him seriously towards a Bray Wyatt, though?
No, because I would assume that Wyatt would destroy him.
Exactly.
But
I mean, that's not gonna regain his momentum. You're already expecting him to win, so if he wins, it's all right. One
It's
feud's
a
over.
same thing
Just
with-
like Ryback, nobody was expecting Ryback to win.
However, the Ryback feud, for right now, what we've seen happen at Elimination Chamber did propel him to get to the IC title. Whether that was
lost,
the initial
though.
plan or not.
I just think they would do that. I want
To
know my
make him
personal-
relevant.
No, you want to know my personal opinion why they had Ryback win? Because Sheamus was supposed to win, and the house show, whoever promoted it, leaked it out that he was Intercontinental Champion, so they changed the decision. I think that's the only reason why. I think it's a holdover.
Well, Sheamus sucks. But
I agree
that's a
too,
different
but I think
question.
Ryback's just as bad. But, okay, I think personally, in order to regain momentum, I'm going to say, off the bat, go face. Have him face the Authority. Go through Rollins.
yeah, I like that.
He's a new face of fear.
He could slowly
It's the chaotic,
take him apart.
exactly. Just go
Yeah.
through Authority, who is all about order and best for business. I think it could work,
Yeah, I like that.
but
I'd like to see him get the belt too.
that's just gonna be a while. I mean, obviously I'm a big
A
Bray
belt.
Wyatt fan,
A belt.
but okay. Here's my thing to that though. Undertaker didn't need a belt.
Right, but you're just saying to legitimize him. I mean, like, put him back in a place. If
But-
you are a champion, then you have focus.
But I mean, at least the Undertaker was an 8-time champion, and his most of his
Yeah,
title.
but okay. Think about it. 91 to 97, he didn't have one.
Right?
Sure.
And the only
That's
reason
5
why he was
years.
given it for most of the time was because somebody was injured or...
And the reason why he got it is because Shawn Michaels got injured and didn't want to drop the belt to Brett. Otherwise, he would never got that title till 99.
And
He
then,
had the title once in '98, didn't he?
No, 99.
That was '99 when he feuded with Stone Cold.
Yeah.
My bad.
My bad. Just dropping knowledge real quick. But that's just the way I look at it. Undertaker has that gimmick, and we always compare it. Well, we all do now. Bray Wyatt to Undertaker. I don't think you need that. All right, I'm going to just wrap that up. I think you should go face. Obviously, a better feud if he is a heel to go with a good guy. That would be awesome, too. But he really does need to gain the momentum he had a year and a half ago. So on from old, gimmick to a new one. Kevin Owens, who just debuted Elimination Chamber. Just signed that main roster contract about 2 days before Elimination Chamber, I think it was. And he's still NXT champion. So obviously, in order to leave NXT, he needs to drop the title that he has. How would you book that, and how would you book him? Okay, 2 questions. How would you book him in NXT to lose the belt? How would you book him in WWE for long-time feuds? Price.
this open challenge he's going to be doing on SmackDown, if this becomes a weekly thing, then one of the weeks Samoa Joe comes out. And just really closely beats him, because we already know that Finn Balor is going to face him at the next pay-per-view. So
Take over, yeah.
most likely he's going to hold it until then, and then Samoa Joe's going to be the new number one contender. But if Samoa Joe comes out and just comes like inches away from beating him, because it has to be somebody that is believable to beat him now because of what that rub that he just got from John Cena. Let's just say he wins at Money in the Bank as well.
Who, John Cena? John Cena or Owens?
Or Owens wins again.
At Money in the Bank?
And he gets that rub. We'll just say that for now. It has to be somebody who's like, oh my God. And Samoa Joe would be that guy.
So you take Samoa Joe beating him over Balor?
Because he already beat Balor.
Okay. That's logical.
And on WWE, I mean, like, the list can go on and on. I mean, like, he could be like Randy Orton. Bray Wyatt can give him something. That's a nice
I think that would be a great feud.
Triple H eventually. Dean Ambrose, because we noticed at SmackDown when he was leaving, he seen Ambrose.
Yeah, I saw
that moment.
That's why I wanted to ask my friends, or if anybody watched SmackDown. Did they show that on TV?
They did show that.
They did show it?
Yes, because it was a continuous segment.
Okay, I want to see that.
And they went to commercial break. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. He looks like he's going to be in the upper part of the roster. You know, he's not going to be this mid-card or, buried on the show.
I think he's surpassed
because of the impact. I mean, like, he came right in and everybody knew who he was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's slowly turning into the norm with NXT guys when they're coming on the shows.
Yeah. I think it works out. It makes people our age feel more comfortable too, because a lot of us watch indie wrestling along with regular professional wrestling.
Yeah,
so,
this is we all grew up with seeing Kevin
I really
Steen.
think NXT is going to turn into an indie circuit. Like, just with a name. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
People are going to start going in and out. Because Rhino, Samoa Joe just signed full-time, but when he
starts to complete dates for Ring of
when
Honor.
when he appeared on NXT.
He finished out his dates. That's the whole reason why they did with Sami Zayn, too. They had him have the belt. He had the belt. He dropped it because he had to have other bookings. Because they don't want their champion to be injured and then for some other show.
Yeah.
They're going to do the same thing with everybody they're bringing in. They're talking about AJ Styles, but that's getting off topic right now.
Yeah. Go ahead. Well, I'm sorry.
I feel as though. Oh God, I forgot the question. Yeah.
How would you book him to lose? How would you book him to?
All right. Yeah. With the whole thing, I think the first open challenge on SmackDown, I think Samoa Joe's going to come out. It's going to be a really good wrestling match. I think they're going to tear down the house. Samoa Joe's going to leave with the belt. Legitimize Samoa Joe in WWE. Put Kevin Owens onto the next. Put him up on his next trip in life. I think they'll make it into a U.S. title match at Money in the Bank. He'll
probably be SummerSlam, I think.
You think?
Which I think that sucks too.
Because they're gonna have
is
to
that there's battleground.
Lose, win. So it's gonna have to be win, lose, or however.
I think what they're gonna do is that Cena's gonna win Money in the Bank, unfortunately. Battleground, they're gonna try to do the rubber match, and it's not gonna happen.
Maybe Samoa Joe. He might sub the title, and Samoa Joe comes out and attacks him.
Something
for
happens.
What? Anyway,
for the NXT
Battleground.
title.
I just don't think Battleground is.
Have it.
It could, but I just think Battleground is not gonna happen. That match is not gonna happen, and then the U.S. title match is gonna happen at SummerSlam, and then Owens is gonna win. Owens cannot lose this feud with Cena. It is a must. Cannot lose.
Yes, or else he's gonna be buried.
Especially their tension that these real life.
Because if you could tell, it's WWE versus Indies. You could just tell by Owens' promos, by the way he's saying it. I've been around 15 years. The marketing geniuses with Cena and all that stuff. He's pretty much saying that, I've been tearing it up for 15 years match-wise, but the reason why Cena is because he's on a bigger, you know what I mean? Like, you could just tell it's Indies versus WWE. But I just know Samoa Joe. So you think Samoa Joe is going to win the NXT title and then Finn Balor is going to be the number one contender still?
No, I disagree with Tom with that. The first open challenge is going to be Samoa Joe.
Not the first one. I'm just saying. I
think that the match at NXT with Balor is going to happen. Then after that, he's going to drop it to Samoa Joe.
Okay. That's another 3 months away, though. You think he's going to hold it for 3 more months?
And still be on the main roster, getting that main roster.
I didn't say the pay-per-view, but after the.
Oh, whenever Balor.
Because
they did it on NXT.
Is going to continue. Yes.
Okay, that's logical. Okay, I think he's definitely going to drop it to Samoa Joe, I think, because like you said, he already beat Balor. How it's going to do it, obviously, it's not going to be a clean finish. Unfortunately, because obviously a good guy usually gets a clean finish, but Owens is so over, it's just not possible, I don't think.
If you beat Cena, how could you have Finn Balor, who never wrestled anyone on the main roster on
Or
on
Samoa
TV
Joe
wise.
for that matter.
Yeah, or
That's what
Samoa
I'm
Joe,
saying.
yeah.
But
I
Samoa
agree.
Joe
He's popular enough, but
he's
he's
popular enough that enough people know him.
True. So he's definitely going to lose it not clean. And then who do I expect him to feud with? My first one is, I'm going to say somebody very, very closely, like in the authority angle now. So it's going to be Reigns, Ambrose, or Rollins, I think. So
Yeah, cause I think
after Cena.
I think because at SummerSlam I think Triple H is going to want to fight Rollins. So and Kevin Owens will be the authority's number
Where's
one.
Lesnar fit in, dude?
Lesnar and Orton, I'm telling you. Lesnar.
So you think Orton's going to win the title?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be cool to see, but I mean,
That'd be a star set of SummerSlam.
No, well, yeah. Too bad we're not gonna make it. Good job, Price, because you know what we're getting ready for. All right. Well, we spent a little too much time on that, but I just like arguing because it makes viewers.
It's fun.
It makes viewers too. But we're gonna go on from the topic discussion to our game show. Price trying to go to 8-1, and Malloy trying to go to 2-7. All right, so just press for time, so we're going to go right through this. This week's topics are WWE managers. Ready, guys?
Yep.
Sir.
All right, cool. Speed round. Number 1. This manager was nicknamed the Mouth of the South. He accompanied superstars such as Honky Tonk Man, Earthquake, Nasty Boys, and Hulk Hogan. Name this manager. Tom.
Jimmy Hart.
Okay. Tom, going to 2. He's starting off strong, Price. You get the next question. This manager loved calling the wrestling fans humanoids, as well as constructing his own family.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Okay. Now, what if you got that wrong, dude? How would you have felt?
I would have felt fine because the choices would have still been there for him.
You would have. You guys are probably cheating, too. All right, this manager was named the Doctor of Styles. He accompanied the talents of Butch Reed, Big Boss Man, Hakeem, and he made a surprise cameo appearance at WrestleMania 23. Who is this manager? A. Teddy Long, B. Clarence Mason, C. Slick.
Could you go through this one more time, please?
The question or the answers?
Both.
All right, this manager was named the Doctor of Styles. He accompanied the talents such as he accompanied talents of Butch Reed, Big Boss Man, Hakeem the African Dream, and he made a surprise cameo appearance in WrestleMania 23.
I'm gonna go with C. Slick.
Good job.
I said to hear those names again. My bad.
Oh, well, you said both. Okay, here we go, Press. Winning the Slammy Award for Best Buns in 1995, this manager managed
Funny.
3... Look at you, dude.
I know my buns.
Hot dogs?
Yep.
Uh-oh, pen's gone. All right, we're good. All right, Tom, this is for you. This man pioneered the manager role in the late 70s and early 80s. He is notorious for calling fans pencil neck geeks, as well as managing Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Who is this manager? A. Lou Albano, B. Grand Wizard, C. Freddie Blassie.
C.
I think we need to start doing more layouts for the game show. You guys just probably... Actually, these are kind of easy, but still. Ready?
Yep.
Price? Dubbed the queen of professional wrestling in the late 80s and early 90s, this manager accompanied the talents of Randy Savage, Ted DiBiase, and Shawn Michaels. Who is she?
Sensational Sherry Martel.
Yes. All right. All right, so it's 3-3. Here's what we're going to do. Since it's 3-3, and last question, this means a lot. Because I know that you guys both know this one. I'm just going to read the question. When the question is fully read, raise your hand. All right? This manager was a licensed mortician. He is known for managing... What'd I say?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
He is known for managing popular superstars Mankind, Vader, The Undertaker, and Kane. Boy.
Paul Bearer.
2-7 it is.
That's
Yes!
That's an
Yes!
awesome-
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay, cool. On to our buy or sell. Okay, so buy or sell is how it works. You okay?
I
You
told you I was
upset?
going to lose before the show, didn't I?
He did. He's a little upset right now. I apologize, guys. Anyway, buy or sell, this is how it works. I just give a comparison of a superstar, tag team, diva, whatever, of this day and age and compare it to something of a previous generation, probably the Attitude Era or something in the 80s. This week is WWE Tag Team comparison. So we're going to start off with Harper and Rowan. I have them to the APA. Winner, Tom Malloy.
I would buy the APA.
Okay, why?
Because the APA is they were around, like, they're Harper and Rowan, they're still a fresh tag team.
Okay.
The APA has had a very long history. They were able to reinvent themselves from being a part of the Ministry of Darkness to being these bar fighting guys, and then to go on, for at least for JBL, to have their own singles career. They were able to reinvent themselves. We see with Harper and Rowan, they've been doing the same thing so far.
Just in a shorter span? I kind of buy what you're saying. I really don't. I mean more of a style. I kind of understand what you're saying about gimmicks, but I understand.
All right, wrestling style-wise, I'd still go with the APA because Farouk and Bradshaw I think they would whoop Harper and Rowan in a match. Because I don't think Rowan's a good wrestler.
So wouldn't you sell that? Wouldn't you disagree with that, or would you agree?
We're saying that they're comparisons. That they're
we compare.
Like, they're nothing. I mean, they're nothing alike. No.
So then you sell it.
Yeah, sell.
Oh my god.
I forgot. We haven't done this in a while. I forgot how it went.
Price, how about you?
I buy it. They don't talk. They just come down, beat somebody up, and leave.
I said
that's just how the APA.
And their style is physical. The
Yeah.
only thing that they're lacking is the door with no wall and like that little cheesy segment. Well, how do you hate it? It's simple.
You won the game, and you're still. Can we go to the next one, please?
Yeah, next one. The Ascension. Obviously, they said in their interviews, Legion of Doom. Price, since you know the understanding of this game.
I sell them. Now listen, I think they're Demolition because they're a dominant tag team. That's awesome. That was considered a cheap knockoff. And that's exactly what the Ascension are. Although they do have face paint, just like the Legion of Doom.
I got this because I have one that's close to mine too. Powers of Pain.
Wow.
Who feuded with Demolition? But here's the reason why I have Powers of Pain. Demolition was tag team champions. Ascension wasn't.
Well, they're going to be tag team champions one day.
Well,
they
they're
were
not right
tag
now.
team champions anyway.
They're NXT, not WWE.
Don't matter. NXT's better.
And the Powers of Pain, they just weren't as notorious as Demolition, just like the Ascension aren't notorious right now. How about you, Malloy? Do you understand the game?
Yeah, I would say they equal one another.
So you buy.
I buy, yes.
Equal. It's not buy, equal, or sell. All right. Next one, Malloy. Do this one. Cesaro Kid equal to British Bulldog and Owen Hart.
Buy.
And why is that?
I'm so embarrassed right now.
You should be.
I just think because overall, they both have enormous amount of talent, both teams. Am I doing this right?
No, that was good.
All right.
I was looking at prices.
I think they both have the same amount of talent, but both of them are never going to make it to that main event level, just like British Bulldog and Owen Hart never did.
Okay, how about you, Price?
I buy it. Cesaro's strong, and so is British Bulldog. Tyson Kidd is a high flyer, and he has a lot of talent. So is Owen Hart.
Same exact thing that Price just said, to a T. One's physical and technical, one's technical and aerial. Same exact thing as Cesaro and Kid. Just British Bulldog and Owen Hart, same exact thing. All right, last one. I put a little NXT comparison in there because it's almost obvious. Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy equal to New Age Outlaws. Price.
I buy that. They also have their nice little shtick that they do while they come down to the ring.
I just said that.
Recently, they had the mailbag thing. And
New Age Outlaws ladder match, microphone on a pole.
Yeah. 1 more versus 2. But also, you have Billy Gunn, who was, goes in the gym, works out, does everything, and same as Colin Cassidy, and Enzo, who just shows up, looks like he was a bum in the street, just like Road Dogg looks.
Yeah, I agree.
And, came in and did their part too.
Okay, how about you?
I agree with Price.
Okay, I agree with Price. I know last night, as I was making the script, just to make a counterpoint, I try to think of another one, like another comparison to sell it, because I figured we'd both buy it, but I couldn't. Let's just wrap this up, since we're out of time, with our self-high five. Like we said, Kevin Owens went over clean with Cena at Elimination Chamber, so I try to think of an impossible self-high five, which is give me 5 wrestlers who will defeat John Cena clean next. Price, since you understand stuff.
Well, for my number 1, I have Kevin Owens because I believe he's going to win.
You took mine.
Listen to me.
You
I had this
took
down
mine.
before. I don't even have a pen. Kevin Owens, he's going to win at Money in the Bank. I think Hulk Hogan's going to win at WrestleMania 32. Okay, this is a perfect world.
Oh, that's
Don't be
false.
judging me. Don't be judging me.
No, I was going to put him down, but I think Cena's going to beat him at 32.
Sami Zayn when he comes back because he'll have this nice little saga story that he always has. Bray Wyatt eventually will will win against him. And then R-Truth, because, I mean, he beat Bo Dallas' streak, so he can do anything. And he just wins at random moments.
It's because he believed. How about you, Millie? Because you have 0.
I was thinking the next person we're going to see beat Cena besides Owens is going to be Samoa Joe when he makes it up there. I believe they will have a very good rivalry, very physical matchup.
I see that.
Like you said, I think Hogan will beat him. Because it's his one last match. It's his retirement match.
He's going to lose. He can't beat Cena. There's no way. That's the only match I'll root for Cena in.
Why? Because it's pretty much
Hogan's
impossible.
Worse. Hogan is 65.
The only way that Hogan will not win against John Cena is if he faces Brock Lesnar, because apparently all the dinosaurs come out to wrestle Brock Lesnar and want to wrestle Brock Lesnar, knowing that they're going to get injured. Hey, whatever.
I agree. Anybody else? Just Samoa Joe.
Just Samoa Joe, really.
And Hogan.
Yeah.
That's it. No Roman Reigns, no Orton, no.
No, Cena wins. He kicks out at 2. I hate to break everyone's bubble. He always wins.
That's upsetting. Number 1, I have Kevin Owens, because he's going to win at SummerSlam. 2, I have Roman Reigns, because he's the next John Cena. Obviously, George has to be passed. At number 3, like I said, I was going to put Hogan down, but like I said, there's absolutely no way Hogan can beat Cena. It's 2 gods, so what are you going to do in that one? You're going to take the more realistic age and the better physique. You're not going to take somebody who had 3 kidney replacements and knee replacements. It's impossible.
And back surgery.
Back surgery.
But this is going to be the perfect time for Cena to go heel.
Oh, of course, yeah. All right, anyway. So number 3, I'm going to put Orton in my head right now, because I'm doing 3 to 5 off the dome.
I like to see them be in a wrestling match at WrestleMania too, by the way.
What?
Orton and Cena at WrestleMania. I think that's how they should both end their careers.
Dude, stop into.
I'm sorry.
But that'd be cool. 35. Orton, 3, 4. Sami Zayn, 5. I'm going to do Balor. Balor or Samoa Joe. I like that Samoa Joe.
So
actually.
Basically, NXT wins over.
They have to.
This is it. Anybody from NXT that wants to get a win, come up and face John Cena.
This is how it is.
So Tyler Breeze is going to beat him too?
Because think about it, Neville. Yeah, dude. He's Prince Pretty, man. Don't knock him. But Neville almost beat him instead of Rusev. Got in the way. So if you're trying to be a joke about NXT winning,
no,
it's true.
I believe it. He's
Torch
the gatekeeper.
It's what I'm saying. Torch has to be passed. How are you going to get it? You're going to either beat Orton or you beat Cena.
Cena kicks out at 2.
No. Now when it's Roman Reigns, who's going to be the next person
Yeah,
to
he
kick
kicks
out
out
at
at 2. Just like how many top 5s you had.
Oh. I'm giving the win to Price. The game win. But anyway, we're going to close out the show right now. Thank you for tuning in. Just keep it short. You guys want to do your tags? I know you guys have been prepping all day.
I'm out. I won. You lose.
He took mine. I'm Bob Price and you're not.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Next week, SoundCloud episode 10. Tune in. Thank you. Bye.